Welcome to the third video of our Hoopla implementation series for Google, Excel Online, or manual users. This video will cover integrating Google Sheets or Excel Online to your Hoopla account. We're going to start with adding your integration, so we will go down to the integrations area. We can click on the icon in the middle of the page, or we can go down on the left navigational pane to the integrations area and click on integrations. We're going to add the integration we need. It will either be Google Sheets or Excel Online in this case. They both work the same. I'll choose Google Sheets, and then we'll authenticate. Once we authenticate, it will ask you to choose an account and allow it. This will be the authenticating account for your Hoopla. Any sheet that this email address has access to will be able to be brought into Hoopla. If someone else is creating a sheet for your Hoopla account, they simply need to share that sheet with the authenticating user and you'll be able to see it. Once that step is complete, we'll look at how to set up the sheet. So we'll go over to the sheets, and we can bring data into Hoopla in multiple ways. The first way is through users. To have a sheet set up for users, what we'll need to do is have the A column be email addresses, and in cell A1, the word email should be there. The rest of the columns should have headers, but it does not matter what the header name is in a Google Sheet or an Excel Online integration. And then any metrics or numbers that you want to bring in for your users should be under those headers. Now, a metric can be a number, a percent, a currency, or a time duration. You can also bring in team data by using the team name. That name should be exactly as it is in Hoopla, and then any headers and data that you want to bring in as a team number as well. Once you have the sheet set up correctly and how you would like it, you come into Hoopla and go to the metric sources area. Now this will add the numbers as metrics in Hoopla. That allows you to use it for either metric steps within your channel or for leaderboards. If you would just like to bring in 4 columns of data, you can bring it into the data tables area. We'll cover that in another video. So we'll click add. We'll find our sheet. Here's our test sheet. And then we're going to map into Hoopla. So at the top is an area where you can bring information out from Hoopla to the Google Sheet. In the beginning, we're just going to bring information in from the sheet into Hoopla. So what we'll do is we'll find our tab. So we want to use the Hoopla Map tab. That's our user tab. It does not need to be named Hoopla Mapped unless you are bringing information out from Hoopla to that Google Sheet. Next, we'll select our column, and then we'll create a metric in Hoopla. So that is why these names did not mean a lot, but it's very important to use a unique metric name when you bring data in case you want to do deals for the month, deals for the week. You would want to identify that. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a new metric, currency, and we'll say deal amount YTD. We'll click this plus button, decide how often we want to sync this sheet, which means Hoopla will reach out to this sheet at the appropriate time interval and check for new data. So you do not need to log into Hoopla in order to update the information. You only need to update your Google Sheet and Hoopla will check it at the standard interval. We'll click OK, and then we'll save. We'll also bring in the team data as well. So we can say team data. Notice that the sheet tab type is team and not user. We'll collect our total number and we'll create a metric for that. We'll say OK, and then we'll save. Now if we go over to our metrics and upload section, you'll see that we have both of those metrics, and it's got information on where those metrics are located. So the deal amount year to date is a currency. It's in US dollars, and we did not have a metric time span on it, so we'll just leave that blank, or you can fill it out. We do not have a year-to-date option in here, but we do have daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. This provides information for the dashboards. Otherwise, it's not necessary for your Hoopla to function correctly. You'll see here that we do not have it anyplace in Hoopla just yet, but down here is all of the information we saw in the Google Sheet, and it's put the information in under each person's name, which matches the email person.